In this video, we're going to make a calendula salve, and at the end of that demonstration, I'm adding my video on how to make a simple infused calendula oil, just in case you missed it in another video. So, enjoy, and thanks for joining me. We're going to make some calendula salve, and I was already just using this container for a calendula project, so I'm just going to continue to use it. It has a little bit of residue in it, but it's mostly the same ingredients, so it's going to be okay. I just made a calendula lip balm, but this is going to be a calendula salve, and here I have an ounce of beeswax. Okay, so we are going to make a calendula salve, and in my container, and you want to use a clean container. I just use this for calendula lip balm, so it's okay. I just did it a few minutes ago, and it's pretty much the same ingredients. But I have an ounce of beeswax in here, and I am just gonna melt this down. So the beeswax has been melted, and that was 1 ounce of beeswax. I'm going to add 8 fluid ounces of calendula oil that I have infused. And we're going to get a little bit of re-solidification with the beeswax, but that's okay. It'll melt pretty quickly. Since there's so much mass here, so much volume, I don't like to heat the calendula oil the entire time, just because I don't want to lose any properties or damage any beneficial aspects of it. So the beeswax, when it's already heated, it'll do most of the job. And you can always sit the calendula oil in a warmer place. It's December here. It's the end of December, so it's a little cool inside. So my calendula oil was probably a little cooler than it could have been when I added it in here. But you can see it re-solidified some, and we'll be back in a few minutes. So as you can see, this is completely melted, and then I have some 4 ounce jars, like canning jars. You can use like little 1/2 ounce, 1 ounce, or 2 ounce tins if you like. But for home use, I like to use these. I feel like they're, really safe to use, and they're convenient, and obviously very reusable. And you'll want to let these sit pretty undisturbed while they're drying, so that they don't dry kind of funky, and they dry really pretty. So there you go. Let it sit and solidify, completely cool, before you start moving them around. So to make a calendula oil, we are going to fill our clean, sterile jar about half full of dried calendula, because we don't You don't want it to go rancid because of moisture. And so you see there, if you want to break some of this up, you can. But actually, I think we can go a little more. So we want about half full there. And then you want to cover it with oil by about an inch or two. And you're going to cap it off. Give it a good shake every day. And you're going to let this sit for about 8 weeks. And at that point, you'll strain it and then use it for whatever you like. You can use it as just an oil, which it works great for. You can make a salve, a lip balm, a cream, a body butter, whatever you like. So if you made it to the end of this video, I hope you enjoyed this and that you try making some oils. They're really healing, and there's a lot of different herbs that you can use and a lot of different products you can make with it, or just leave it as an oil if you like. And I have a comfrey oil that sometimes I make into a salve or a cream, but I just really like to put that on like sore joints. And this calendula oil is great for eczema or irritated skin. It's just a really beautiful herb. And thanks again for joining me, sticking in there, and keeping me company while I explore the world of herbs.